Welcome to the ultimate guide to Walt Disney World for 2025. Get ready to uncover the magic of 4 spectacular parks, brimming with unforgettable attractions, captivating entertainment, and immersive worlds that ignite the imagination. Whether you're a thrill seeker, a foodie, or just looking for enchanting family fun, there's something here for everyone. Join us as we explore the must-see experiences, helpful tips, and the magic that makes Walt Disney World the most magical place on Earth. Hello there, I'm Mike, and welcome to Theme Park 101. Today, we'll be taking a look at all the rides, shows, and attractions in all 4 parks of Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. We will begin with a wild adventure where nature meets imagination at the fantastic Disney's Animal Kingdom. Once you pass through the beautiful entrance and ticket stalls, you will enter straight into some amazing tropical gardens, which make up the first area of the park, the Oasis. This land is filled with pathways that take you through amazing natural settings, along with the Oasis Exhibits that showcases some exotic wildlife including babirussas, anteaters, and a selection of tropical birds. As you make your way through to a clearing, you will come to the next land and the main hub area of the park, Discovery Island, which is home to the park's icon, the Tree of Life. This beautiful handmade tree features over 300 different animal carvings, and you can take the Discovery Island trails to see all the intricate details up close. This centrally located island has plenty of shopping and dining locations, as well as walkways to all the other lands. Under the Tree of Life is the wonderful 3D show It's Tough to Be a Bug. Based on the underrated and often forgotten Pixar classic A Bug's Life, this fun show features plenty of creepy crawlies and some great practical effects. Unfortunately for the bug lovers, this will be closing for good in 2025 and will be rethemed to a spectacular Zootopia based show called Better Together that will debut in winter 2025. So make sure you catch a showing before it's gone forever. There are a couple of other things to do on Discovery Island, including meeting Mickey and Minnie at the Adventurers Outpost nearby the walkway leading to Asia, or grab a photo with Moana at the entrance to Dinoland U.S.A. And younger guests can also become wilderness explorers by completing challenges and earning badges as you work your way around the park in this fun interactive adventure. You just need to grab a free handbook located at the various stations throughout the park. You can also dance along to the Viva Gaia street band that perform some funky Caribbean tunes at various times throughout the day. As with all my guides, I will work around the park clockwise, which takes us to the next magical land, Pandora, the world of Avatar. All the theming is fantastic, from the Na'vi interactive features and alien-looking plants. But it's the floating mountains that take center stage, and it is truly a jaw-dropping moment when first experienced. There are currently 2 attractions in the land, starting with Na'vi River Journey. This dark boat ride takes you through the forests of Pandora, showcasing the native animals and bioluminescent flora. It's a pleasant ride and features the greatest and most expensive audio animatronic that Disney Imagineers have ever created, the Shaman of Songs. This is a perfect ride for all the family to enjoy. The other attraction is the unforgettable Avatar Flight of Passage. This is a 3D flying simulator which allows guests to take flight on your very own native mountain banshee and soar across the landscape of Pandora. The wait times can get very high throughout the day, but luckily the queue line and pre-shows are part of what makes this ride so good. The attraction uses some incredible technology that creates breathtaking visuals and is an overall out-of-this-world experience. Pandora has become a fan favorite, and if you're lucky, try to check it out at night as it transforms into a bioluminescent wonderland. Within this area, you'll also be able to find a lot of the guests' favorite counter-service restaurant, Satuli Canteen. For the next land, you can either return through Discovery Island or head along the Discovery River to another breathtaking area, Africa. You'll be entering Harambe, a brilliantly themed market town filled with the hustle and bustle of restaurants and shops, as well as a few key attractions. The major one is the amazing Kilimanjaro Safaris, where guests can take an expedition to see lots of beautiful African wildlife in the savannah, rivers, and rocky hills. The area of this attraction is actually bigger than the whole of the Magic Kingdom, and you'll get to observe hippos, rhinos, giraffes, and of course the mighty lions. As there is so much to look out for, you can actually ride this safari multiple times and still find something new to see. Feeding times are during dawn and dusk, making it the best time to watch the most animal activity. It is such an amazing and huge attraction that you won't want to miss. Next up is the wonderful show Festival of the Lion King, set in a round theatre and featuring a variety of puppetry, acrobatics, fire and aerial dancing, as well as all the popular songs from the original Lion King movie. This is a show not to be skipped. You can't help but sing along to the classics, and they even have an audience participation segment which allows the younger guests to become part of the performance. It's definitely one of the best shows at any of the Disney parks and is a crowd favourite, so make sure you arrive at least 20 minutes before showtimes to avoid disappointment. Another amazing thing about Disney's Animal Kingdom are of course the animals appearing throughout the park. Africa has a nice walking path called Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. It features some of the animals from Kilimanjaro Safaris, as well as gorillas, meerkats, and some other amazing wildlife. It also includes a special aviary showcasing a variety of colourful exotic African birds. This is a nice way to relax and take in some nature away from some of the busier areas of the park. Back into the main village, you may come across the Harambe Village Acrobats, or the Tam Tam Drummers, as they deliver a thrilling performance of dancing, live music, and amazing acrobatics. The final attraction in Africa is another big one, the amazing Rafiki's Planet Watch. To get there, you'll have to hop on the Wildlife Express train, which allows you to see a bit of the behind the scenes of the Animal Kingdom backlot. Rafiki's Planet Watch focuses on Disney's work with animal conservation and protection of different endangered species. At the conservation station, you can find some of these rare animals on display, as well as a veterinary examination room, which allows you to watch and communicate with some of the cast members that specialize in working with the animals. You can also meet and pet some animals at the Fun Affection section, that features some kiddie-friendly goats and other domesticated animals. There is also an animation experience where a Disney animator teaches you how to draw a popular Disney character, and you'll learn how live animals can help to inspire your drawings. Finally, you can also meet Timon and Rafiki at different times throughout the day. Overall, this area is a nice change of pace from the rest of the park and allows guests to learn something new about the wildlife within Disney's Animal Kingdom. We now head to one of my favourite areas in the park, the beautiful Asia. Again, the theming is nothing short of spectacular, and it really does feel like you're entering into another world. One thing you won't be able to miss is the huge mountain that is visible from most areas of the park. This, of course, contains a roller coaster, Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain. You enter into an amazingly themed queue area, transporting you through Nepalese equipment rooms, tea gardens, and a Yeti museum before heading onto the amazing steel coaster. It features a special switch track allowing the train to travel backwards for a section of the ride, and you'll meet the largest and most complex audio animatronic of the mountain's caretaker. This is definitely a fan favorite Disney attraction and one not to be missed. The next major attraction in Asia is the Kali River Rapids. This is a fun family water rapids ride that continues the message of conservation and environmental protection and showcases scenes about illegal logging and habitat destruction. It's also a nice way to cool down on a hot day with the gentle and not so gentle splashes. Asia also has a walking trail called the Maharajah Jungle Trek, specializing in animals originating from Asian countries. The highlights of this trail are the beautiful tigers and the amazing theming throughout. You'll also encounter Komodo dragons, water buffalo, and over 50 species of birds. The final attraction in Asia comes in the form of a show, Feathered Friends in Flight. This is a fun and informative stage show featuring a variety of exotic birds from around the world. The trainers do a wonderful job of showcasing these amazing feathered creatures as they display some of their hidden talents. We now move on to the final area in the park, Dinoland U.S.A. And unfortunately, it is on a countdown to extinction, as 2025 will be the final year of this beloved land. Before we go into details, just on the outskirts of the area is Finding Nemo, the Big Blue and Beyond, a stage show housed in the Theatre of the Wild. It showcases Nemo's story with the use of puppetry, animated backdrops and live music, making a great show that all guests can enjoy. Luckily, this show isn't going anywhere, so it can be enjoyed for many years to come. The first attraction to go was Primeval Whirl, the Wild Mouse Coaster in 2020, and very soon the rest of Chester and Hester's Dinorama, including the spinning ride Triceratops Spin, will be closing on January 12, 2025. Luckily, there is still a little more time to enjoy the rest of the attractions within the land, beginning with the Boneyard, where younger ones will love to explore and have fun at the Dinosaur Dig Site Playground. If you dine at the nearby Restaurantosaurus, all kids' meals come with a bucket and spade, which is perfect for them to use in the Boneyard. The final attraction in this guide is the excellent dark ride Dinosaur. This has all the characteristics of a perfect Disney attraction. Great theming, a fun storyline, and an overall enjoyable ride. You travel back in time to the late Cretaceous period and are given a secret task to bring back one of the dinosaurs. Of course, you'll encounter many different dinosaurs as well as a meteor shower, which makes the ride particularly dark. But it is definitely an extremely exciting experience and one not to miss. Dinosaur, the Boneyard, and Restaurantosaurus will remain open for the rest of 2025, but expect the closure at the beginning of 2026. As for what is replacing Dinoland U.S.A, Disney announced at the most recent D23 Expo that Tropical Americas will be the new replacement. Along with retheming Dinosaur and Restaurantosaurus, 2 new attractions will be constructed in the village of Pueblo Esperanza. Dinosaur will become an old Mayan temple, which will be home to an all-new original Indiana Jones attraction. Similar to Disneyland's version, the dark ride will now be another Dr. Jones adventure as he explores the temple in search of a mythical creature. One of the new attractions will be a unique carousel where a Disney-loving woodcarver from the village has created this amazing attraction with some of his favorite Disney characters. And the final new attraction in Tropical Americas will be the first to be based on Encanto. Head into the Madrigal family casita as you join the story where Antonio receives his special gift. You'll encounter all your favorite characters as you tour the house, as well as a special rainforest scene on this brand new dark ride. The land has already begun construction and will hopefully be completed by 2027. So that wraps up all the fantastic rides, shows and attractions in the amazing Animal Kingdom. We will now head to where the magic of movies comes to life and you can become the star of your own adventure at the dazzling Disney's Hollywood Studios. The first land you'll walk into transports you to the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown in Hollywood Boulevard. This is where you'll find the main merchandise store and a few dining locations before coming to the amazing Chinese theater, which houses the awesome Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. This huge dark ride features Mickey, Minnie and friends in a number of exciting scenes and is perfect for all the family to enjoy. Look out for the hidden secrets and storyline elements throughout the ride, and don't forget to come back at night to see the beautiful theatre lit up to the nines. Also, every night, the theatre becomes the canvas of a special nighttime show called Wonderful World of Animation that takes you on a journey through a collection of new, classic, and rarely seen Disney animated films. As with all my attraction guides, we'll be heading around the park clockwise, which takes us to the next area, Echo Lake. We begin with the classic show, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. This features a live-action movie stunt performance reenacting scenes from the first Indiana Jones movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Still as popular as ever, this show has been running for over 30 years, and it continues to be just as exciting and enjoyable. It also includes some audience participation, which gives the chance for you to become part of the show. Echo Lake is also home to another popular show, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along celebration. Younger guests will love joining Anna and Elsa in this original performance, showcasing all the characters and popular songs from the hit movie. Even some of the older guests can't help but join in. You can also meet the lovable snowman Olaf at Celebrity Spotlight, located opposite the Backlot Express restaurant. Next door, you can catch a showing of Vacation Fun, an original animated short with Mickey and Minnie, and is perfect for fans of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Finally, the last attraction in Echo Lake is Star Tours. This is the classic 3D motion simulator ride based on Star Wars that has gone on to be added to many of the other Disney parks around the world. It has continuously been updated since 2011 to Star Tours The Adventure Continues, which added a variety of scenes from all 3 trilogies, as well as The Mandalorian and Ahsoka. With these new scenes, there is a total of 1,500 different scene combinations, giving each ride a completely unique experience. Carrying on clockwise around the park, we next come to Grand Avenue. Here you will find one attraction, the brilliant Muppet Vision 3D. Created by the late great Jim Henson, this awesome show is perfect for all the family. Enjoy the funny gags, 3D effects, and of course plenty of your favorite Muppet characters. Unfortunately, Grand Avenue and Muppet Vision 3D will be closing at some point in 2025, but stick around until the end of the video to find out its replacement, as well as some exciting news about the future of the Muppets within the park. We now move on to the busiest land in Hollywood studios, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and we begin with the amazing Rise of the Resistance. This out-of-this-world attraction features a trackless dark ride, a walkthrough section, a motion simulator, audio animatronics, huge practical sets, and an all-round awesome storyline. All of this results in one of the greatest Disney attractions ever created. Expect long lines throughout the day, so please plan accordingly. The other attraction in Galaxy's Edge is the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, the fun motion simulator ride that gives 6 riders a chance to either be a pilot, a gunner, or an engineer as you go on an interactive smuggling mission. To get the highest score, you will need to work well together as a team to make sure everything goes to plan. Also, it was announced that Smuggler's Run will be getting a whole new story featuring the Mandalorian and Grogu as early as 2026. There is also lots of shopping and dining locations within Galaxy's Edge, and plenty things for you to explore, like building your very own lightsaber or droid, trying the cocktails in Ogre's Cantina, and even playing the fun datapad game through the Play Disney Parks app that interacts with different elements throughout the land. Also, keep an eye out for Kylo Ren and Stormtroopers as they are on the lookout for any signs of the Resistance. We now move on to the bright and colourful Toy Story Land that opened in 2018 and is comprised of 3 fun attractions. First up is the family-friendly roller coaster Slinky Dog Dash. It has amazing theming with all the recognisable characters and sounds from the Toy Story franchise. This fun launch coaster can also be enjoyed at night with all the colourful lights themed throughout the land. This is a great coaster for younger guests that want to step up from the smaller kiddie coasters like the Barnstormer found in the Magic Kingdom. The next attraction in Toy Story Land is Alien Swirling Saucers, a fun spinning attraction that is a great ride for all the family. You'll get whipped round and round while enjoying a pumping soundtrack and amazing theming before ending in a daze. Finally, we have Toy Story Mania, the interactive 3D shooting gallery that has great interactivity, rewritability, and is genuinely enjoyable for adults and kids alike. It is also a great way to compete with your family and friends to see who can get the highest score. Next, we move on to Pixar Plaza, a small area dedicated to all the Pixar classics. There aren't any rides in this land, but you can meet a number of popular characters, including Edna Mode from The Incredibles at the Edna Mode Experience, Joy and Sadness from Inside Out, and many other Pixar pals. Further along is the Animation Courtyard, which also doesn't feature any rides, but still has plenty of things to do. First up is Walt Disney Presents, a walk-through mini museum exploring the life and legacy of Walt Disney through photos, models, and rare artifacts. At the end of the walkthrough, you can choose to watch a short biographical film, One Man's Dream, which is a must for any Disney fan. The end of the exhibit is constantly changing, so it's always worth checking out, plus you may get a sneak peek of an upcoming Disney film. There is also a small dedicated area where you can meet Ariel from the recent live-action Little Mermaid movie. Next, a show perfect for younger guests, Disney Junior Play and Dance, a live performance featuring many of the popular characters from Disney Junior like Vampirina, Doc McStuffins, Timon, and of course Mickey. For fans of Disney Junior, this is a great chance to sing and dance along with their favourite characters. Also, near the entrance of the theatre, you can meet a number of Disney Junior characters throughout the day. The final attraction in the Animation Courtyard is Star Wars Launch Bay. This is an interactive walkthrough featuring Star Wars film memorabilia, games, and of course a gift shop. There is also a small theatre and a chance to meet some Star Wars characters like BB-8, Chewbacca, and Darth Vader. The stage show of The Little Mermaid is also based in the Animation Courtyard, but has yet to make a return since 2020. Luckily, Disney have announced that it will be coming back as The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, with all new sets, puppets, and stunning visuals, giving you the chance to sing along with the classics. Expect this show to reopen in summer 2025. We now move on to the final area of the park, Sunset Boulevard, which will be having a few changes over the next couple of years. We begin with the amazing The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, the awesome drop ride that has all the characteristics of a great Disney park attraction. A gripping storyline, incredible theming, an atmospheric queue area and pre-show, and just a great thrilling experience overall. Make sure you ride this elevator that travels directly to
the Twilight Zone.
You can catch a couple of shows on Sunset Boulevard, starting with Beauty and the Beast live on stage. This awesome stage show features all the characters and songs from the classic animated film, with the use of amazing live performers, beautiful costumes, and an energetic choreography, which helps it to be one of the best shows at Walt Disney World. The other show is the park's nighttime spectacular, Fantasmic. This is an amazing performance filled with fireworks, pyrotechnics, water effects, and lots of Disney characters. It is the perfect way to wrap up a great day at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The final attraction in this guide is Walt Disney World's first and only inverted roller coaster, Rock 'n' Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. This is an indoor launch coaster that includes 3 inversions and a rocking soundtrack by Aerosmith, who you get to meet on the ride's pre-show. This is a great ride for all the thrill seekers and rock and roll fans. 2025 may be the last year you get to experience this coaster starring Aerosmith, as Disney announced that it will be rethemed to a Muppets-based attraction in the future. Another new thing coming to Sunset Boulevard is an all-new Villains-based show that will replace Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. Disney Villains Unhappily Ever After will feature a host of evildoers, including Captain Hook, Cruella de Vil, and Maleficent, with the use of the Evil Queen's magic mirror. As Disney announced a whole new Villains-themed land will be coming to the Magic Kingdom, this will be a nice little taster before we get the whole meal. Expect this new show to debut in the summer 2025. As we mentioned earlier in the video, Grand Avenue and Muppet Vision 3D will be closing in 2025. It will be replaced by a whole new Monsters Inc. based land where you'll be able to visit Monstropolis and join in the laughter to keep the city powered up. You'll be able to meet some of your favourite monsters before boarding the all-new ride, which will be Disney's first ever suspended coaster that will zoom you through the building alongside the iconic door vault in what looks like a great family-friendly attraction. Along with the coaster, there will also be an all-new theatre show, as well as plenty of dining and shopping locations. Expect construction to begin in 2025, ready for opening in 2027. We have now completed all the current and future attractions at Hollywood Studios. It's time to hop on the Disney Skyliner to a place where innovation meets global culture. Step into the future of EPCOT. You enter the park into World Celebration, the first of the 4 lands within the park, which has had some major renovations and updates over the last few years. The first attraction you will come to is the remarkable Spaceship Earth. This dark ride attraction explains the history of communication with a focus on the development of cultures and the future of technologies, and guides you through many different historic scenes filled with amazing detail and plenty of audio animatronics. This is a wonderful ride that is perfect for all the family to enjoy. At the exit, there are a number of interactive experiences called Project Tomorrow that showcases some high-tech science and transport innovations. Behind Spaceship Earth, you'll discover all the new updates in World Celebration, including the dining options, Connections Cafe and Eatery, a shopping location at the Creation Shop, and Club Cool, where guests can sample different Coca-Cola products from around the world. The World Celebration Gardens features lots of lush green areas, making a perfect place to relax and hang out, especially during festivals. Make sure you come and check out the gardens at night as the floor lights up, creating an amazing colourful display. You can also head to Dreamers Point to marvel at the inspiring Walt Disney statue, and you may even catch a performance by the Jameters, a cleanup crew that drum on anything and everything. Finally, in this area is the Communicore Hall and Plaza that is used as the main hub and performance area during the various festivals throughout the year. In the final section of the land is Journey into Imagination with Figment. This dark ride has gone through many changes over the years that currently takes you on a journey based on the 5 senses with the mischievous Figment. It features the fan favourite song One Little Spark, written by Disney legends the Sherman Brothers, and is great fun for all the family. You'll exit through Image Works that includes a number of interactive and creative exhibits, as well as a chance to meet Figment throughout the day. Finally, next to Journey into Imagination is the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, a 3D show that includes 3 popular animated shorts. It's a nice place to relax and cool off while watching some awesome short films before heading back into the park. Also nearby is an exclusive meet and greet area for Disney Visa cardholders where you can meet Mickey and pals. As with all my attraction guides, we will be heading around the park clockwise, which takes us to the next area, World Discovery, that has a futuristic design with attractions based on technological advancements. First up is the amazing Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. This is an awesome indoor roller coaster that is the first Marvel attraction at Walt Disney World and the first ever coaster in EPCOT. Join the Guardians of the Galaxy in this space adventure that includes a backwards launch that takes you on a journey heading straight back to the Big Bang, as well as a rotating selection of 6 popping musical tracks, giving you the chance to ride over and over again. Next up is Mission Space, the centrifuge-based spinning ride that simulates the training required to be a member of the space program. This is a great attraction for any fans of space and thrills. Before the mission, each rider is given a specific role to perform throughout the story. Riders are exposed to up to 2.5 Gs, so if you get motion sickness easily, this might not be the ride for you. Luckily, there is a special green mission which includes no spinning and just some small movements, which is perfect for guests that want to experience the attraction without any of the dizzy motions. Through the exit of Mission Space, younger guests can enjoy the advanced training lab, a mixture of a fun interactive playground, along with some cool digital games that are all based around the mission to Mars. You can also further your intergalactic experience by dining in the Space 220 restaurant that takes guests in a special elevator to dine in a space station. The final attraction in World Discovery is Test Track, a high-speed giant slot car ride. It is currently closed due to a 3.0 reimagining that will feature an all-new storyline that celebrates innovation while highlighting the past, present and future. It will still remain the fastest Disney attraction at 64.9 miles an hour, and guests won't have to wait too long for this new version of Test Track, as Disney announced it will open in late summer 2025. We now head to the other side of World Celebration, to the next area, World Nature, which is based on the beautiful things we can find in the natural world. We begin with the newest attraction in the land, Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. This is a walkthrough attraction with luscious gardens featuring interactive fountains, cool water features, and just a genuinely nice natural atmosphere. It's a great place to cool down in the hot Florida sun and learn something new about water preservation. You can also meet Moana in the nearby meet and greet area. The next pavilion in World Nature is The Seas with Nemo and Friends, which begins as an Omnimover dark ride featuring characters from Finding Nemo in an aquarium. It uses an innovative glass effect to project the animated characters into a real aquarium, which makes it perfect for the younger guests and fans of the colourful sea creatures. You will then exit straight into another attraction, the Sea Base. This is a fully working aquarium where you can find sharks, stingrays, manatees, dolphins, and a whole plethora of different aquatic life. The final attraction based in the seas is Turtle Talk with Crush, an interactive show starring Crush the sea turtle, who is also from Finding Nemo. It is a really popular show with the younger guests and consists of an improvised real-time conversation with the audience. It uses special digital puppetry that allows the animated characters to interact with guests, which makes it a totally unique experience every time. The final area in World Nature is the epic Land Pavilion that houses 3 attractions as well as a few dining locations. Living with the Land is the nice relaxing boat ride that takes guests through a few educational show scenes before careening through a real working greenhouse. This is a great attraction as it usually has low wait times and is an enjoyable and entertaining 20-minute ride. It showcases a variety of different modern farming methods with lots of growing fruit and vegetables on display. The main attraction in the Land Pavilion is Soarin', the amazing hang glider simulator that flies over various locations around the globe. The Flying Theatre ride is currently performing a Soarin' around the world that showcases awesome famous landmarks including the Sydney Opera House, the Great Wall of China, the Great Pyramids of Giza and many more. This is one of the most popular attractions in the park and is a great ride for all the family to enjoy. The final attraction in the Land Pavilion is Awesome Planet, an eye-opening 4D film about the Earth's biomes and the perils of climate change, making it a great place to learn about how we can help our awesome planet together. This is a nice place to relax and enjoy the cool atmosphere while also learning something new. We now move on to the final area of EPCOT, but also the largest. World Showcase is made up of 11 different countries, which all feature a selection of restaurants and different shops, showcasing the country's culture and uniqueness. Some of the countries feature attractions, starting with Mexico and their fun offering, Grand Fiesta Tour, starring the 3 Caballeros. Join Panchito, Jose, and Donald Duck on this fun dark boat ride with an amazing setting within the Mexican Pavilion. It displays various aspects of Mexican culture as you follow the gang to their musical performance nearby the restaurant. This ride could easily be missed, so make sure you head to the back of the Mexico Pavilion to experience this great attraction. Heading clockwise around World Showcase, next to Mexico is the Norway Pavilion, which houses another dark boat ride, Frozen Ever After. Join Elsa, Anna and the gang through various exciting scenes from the movie, which also features some amazing audio animatronics and popular songs for you to sing along to. Due to its popularity, this attraction can get very long wait times, so make sure you either head here early or consider purchasing a Lightning Lane pass. In the nearby Royal Summer House, you can meet Anna and Elsa throughout the day. Next up is China, which is home to the interesting show Reflections of China. This is in a Circle Vision 360-degree theater, allowing the beauty of the film to flourish wherever you stand. Throughout the day, you can also meet Mulan in a special meet and greet area inside the China Pavilion. We next head to Germany, which has some great indoor and outdoor dining locations, as well as some live music being played throughout the day. You can also meet with the popular Disney princess Snow White in her special meet and greet location. Next is Italy, that also has some great dining locations, as well as Sergio, the resident master juggler and mime. We now move on to the host pavilion and their attraction, the American Adventure. This is a stage show that takes guests on a trip through American history with the use of 35 audio animatronics, including Benjamin Franklin, Mark Twain, and many other amazing American legends. It's a great show, and I encourage everyone to watch this amazing 29-minute performance highlighting classic American history. You can also catch the Voices of Liberty, who sing various old-timey songs in an amazing a cappella style inside the pavilion. You can also check out some amazing performances at the America Gardens Theatre that hosts various events throughout the year. The next country is Japan, that is home to the show Matsuriza, where you can experience the thundering sound of taiko, an ancient style of Japanese drumming. There is also a fun toy museum, a huge shopping location, and some amazing dining options. Next is the Morocco Pavilion, that also offers some great shopping and dining choices, as well as a chance to meet Princess Jasmine. We now come to the France Pavilion, which is home to 3 attractions. You can head to the Palais du Cinéma, that is home to Impressions de France, a beautiful panoramic movie that takes you on a journey to many famous French cities and historical sites. I'm sure you and other guests may even be persuaded to visit France after watching this delightful film. Set in the same theatre, Beauty and the Beast sing-along plays alternately with the previous show. Get ready to sing along with Belle and the other characters with all the popular songs from the beloved animated classic that also features an original storyline from a new perspective. The final attraction in the France Pavilion is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Already a fan favourite, this exciting trackless dark ride shrinks you down to experience life in the kitchen as a rat alongside Remy and friends. Throughout the land, you'll also be able to meet Belle and Princess Aurora throughout the day at their individual meet and greet locations. In between France and the next country is the International Gateway, which is another entrance and exit into the park that takes you to some nearby resort hotels and the Disney Skyliner. After that, you will then enter my home country, the United Kingdom. Along with some live performances inside the Rose and Crown pub and outdoor gazebo, you can also meet Alice and Winnie the Pooh at their unique meet and greet areas. We now come to the final pavilion, Canada, and the last attraction in the World Showcase, Canada Far and Wide. This is another short film set in a Circle Vision 360-degree theatre that features lots of beautiful scenery from all over Canada and a narration by Canadian icons Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy. The final attraction in this guide comes in the form of the exciting nighttime show, Luminous, The Symphony of Us. This is an amazing performance that has a great mixture of dazzling fireworks, fountains, music, and lights set to an original composition located all over the beautiful World Showcase Lagoon, which has plenty of viewing areas. This is the perfect way to end your day at the amazing EPCOT. Throughout the year, the park hosts some amazing festivals that all feature some new delicious food and drink options, as well as some unique entertainment. From January 17th until February 24th, you can enjoy the Festival of the Arts, that features a selection of amazing artists showcasing their Disney-themed artwork. From March 5th until June 2nd, the Flower and Garden Festival takes over and includes Disney-themed topiaries, live music, garden tours, and much more. From the end of August until the end of November is the popular Food and Wine Festival that hosts over 28 new dining booths, featuring cuisine from all over the world. Finally, at the end of November until the end of the year is the Festival of the Holidays that includes seasonal offerings, a candlelight processional, and unique holiday storytellers. So that wraps up all the rides, shows, attractions, and festivals in EPCOT for 2025. We now step into the heart of Walt Disney World, where timeless stories come alive in the enchanting Magic Kingdom. As you enter the park, you will walk straight into the iconic Main Street USA, where you can find an array of amazing shops and restaurants, and of course that awesome view of the beautiful Cinderella Castle. As you enter the land, you will actually walk under the first attraction in this guide, the Walt Disney Railroad. Take a 20-minute ride on one of the 4 locomotives as it takes you on a scenic journey around the stunning Magic Kingdom. It is also a great way to navigate the park with the 2 other stations in Frontierland and Fantasyland. Also, on the right as you enter Main Street, you can head to the Town Square Theatre to meet Mickey and Minnie, or take a ride on one of the Main Street vehicles that will whisk you away on a one-way trip from the Town Square to the Central Plaza, right in front of the castle. You can catch Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair, a stage show performed at the base of Cinderella's castle that features a host of lovable Disney characters and classic songs from films such as Tangled, Frozen, and Princess and the Frog. As with all my guides, I'll be heading around the park clockwise, which takes us to my favourite area, Adventureland. The first attraction you will come to is the Swiss Family Treehouse, the pleasant walkthrough giving you great views of Adventureland. It is based on the classic 1960 Disney live-action film Swiss Family Robinson, with plenty of Easter eggs hidden throughout. There is rarely any wait time to enjoy this attraction, so it's perfect if you're waiting for a dining reservation or a lightning lane pass in the nearby area. Next up is the Jungle Cruise, the classic boat ride that takes you through different jungles from around the world, as you encounter all the nature, audio animatronics, and of course the backside of water. It's famous for the corny jokes and puns that the Jungle Cruise skippers use throughout the adventure, which adds another amazing level to this fantastic boat ride. The next attraction is the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, a fun spinning ride which gives you a chance to fly on a magic carpet as you take in the beautiful surrounding scenery. Younger guests will love taking a flight on this fun attraction, and nearby you can also meet Aladdin and Jasmine throughout the day at their special meet and greet location. We now come to another show, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. This was an opening day attraction and still delights guests today with the amazing audio animatronic birds, flowers, and totem poles singing the beloved soundtrack. Even if you're not a fan of the show, it's a great attraction to take a rest and enjoy the cool atmosphere. The final ride in Adventureland is another classic Disney attraction, the Pirates of the Caribbean. This dark boat ride takes you on a journey through many different scenes, featuring treasure, parrots, and skeletons, as well as some pirates as they take over a town, and of course Captain Jack Sparrow makes an appearance. This is a must-ride attraction in the Magic Kingdom, and due to the high load capacity, it never usually has a long wait time. If you're a fan of this attraction, then stick around until the end of the video for a sneak peek of a new experience coming very soon. Now it's time to move on to the next area, Frontierland. This has had many changes over the last few years, beginning with the opening of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Replacing Splash Mountain, you will now head on a thrilling journey with Tiana and the jazz-loving alligator Louie, through winding waterways as you search for critter musicians to perform at Tiana's grand celebration. As you shoot down the 50-foot drop, you may get a little wet before joining the awesome Mardi Gras party scene. This is a wonderful re-theme and is a big hit for all the family. Next up is the amazing Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, the mine train roller coaster that takes you on an exciting journey through the abandoned mines of Tumbleweed. Unfortunately, it will be closed for the 2025 season, but it will return bigger and better than ever before in 2026. Next up is Tom Sawyer Island, that includes plenty of interactive and scenic opportunities in its caves, forts, and other exciting landmarks. Sadly, Tom Sawyer Island and the Rivers of America will be closing at some point in 2025, so stick around until the end of the guide to find out what will be replacing these iconic attractions. Back into the main section of Frontierland, we head to the recently updated show, Country Bear Musical Jamboree. This is a fun little performance featuring amazing audio animatronic bears singing classic Disney songs in their unique country style. Fans of the original show will spot some Easter eggs throughout and is a thoroughly enjoyable watch and definitely worth checking out. Now let's move on to the next land, Liberty Square, starting with the Hall of Presidents. This attraction is a multimedia presentation and stage show featuring audio animatronic figures of all 45 individual United States presidents. Come and enjoy a slice of classic American history. Expect the show to be closed from January 20th as they make some updates before reopening later in the year. Next up is one of my favourite Disney attractions, the Haunted Mansion. It offers great theming, a fun storyline, and awesome special effects that includes one of the greatest ride pre-shows in the infamous stretching room, before you head on to the Omnimover ride system that guides you through many different scenes within the Haunted Mansion. Don't forget to look out for the Hatbox Ghost and other popular haunts on this amazing dark ride. The final attraction in the land is the Liberty Square Riverboat, where you can cruise around the rivers of America on board the beautiful Liberty Belle as you take in the sights of Frontierland, Tom Sawyer Island, and Liberty Square. As I mentioned before, the rivers of America will be closing soon, so make sure you experience the Liberty Square Riverboat while you still can. We now go from the smallest land to the largest. Let's take a look at all the amazing attractions in Fantasyland. We begin with the popular boat ride, It's a Small World, that features over 300 audio animatronic dolls in traditional costumes from cultures around the world, and with a catchy theme song that will get stuck in your head for days. Opposite is Peter Pan's Flight, the amazing dark ride that takes you through some memorable scenes from the classic Disney animation on board your very own flying ship. Throughout the day, this ride can get very busy, so I recommend either getting here early or booking a Lightning Lane pass. In the center of Fantasyland is the Prince Charming Regal Carousel. This is actually an authentic carousel that was built in 1917 and was purchased by Disney in 1967 before being fully refurbished. All the horses are unique, and I suggest riding this attraction at night to enjoy all the amazing lit up scenery around Fantasyland while listening to an organ-based soundtrack of Disney classics. Next is the 3D show Mickey's PhilharMagic that is filled with Disney characters and a fun little story. Join Donald Duck as he goes through scenes from some classic Disney animations, including Fantasia, The Lion King, as well as some added scenes from the fan favourite Pixar's Coco. On the other side of the carousel, you can meet your favourite Disney princesses at the Princess Fairy Tale Hall. Guests of all ages can meet the likes of Cinderella, Tiana, Rapunzel, and many more. And younger guests can dress up as their favourite princess or prince at the nearby Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Next up is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, the steel-based family coaster that includes some amazing audio animatronics and nice little storyline elements. You'll head through a diamond mine with all the dwarves and watch out for the appearance of the witch arriving to give Snow White the poisoned apple. This is a great little coaster for all the family to enjoy. We now head to another classic dark ride, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Join Pooh Bear and the gang as you ride through many exciting show scenes featuring all your favourite characters, including Bouncing with Tigger and a Heffalump dream sequence. This is another popular ride which can get long lines, so make sure you plan accordingly. Next is the spinning teacup ride Mad Tea Party. Based on the unbirthday party scene in Walt Disney's Alice in Wonderland, you can enjoy this fun dizzy experience, and don't forget to look out for the hidden dormouse that appears on top of the teapot. Nearby, you can meet Mirabelle from the popular Encanto movie in the Fairy Tale Garden. Next, we head to the back of Fantasyland to a special character experience at Enchanted Tales with Belle. Here you can relive the classic story before meeting with Belle inside the Beast's castle. Next up is Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid, the Omnimover dark ride that takes you under the sea, where you will experience an adventure with all your favourite characters and songs. Also nearby you can meet Ariel inside her grotto throughout the day. Further on into Fantasyland is the final section in the area, the Storybook Circus. First up is Dumbo the Flying Elephant, the classic Disney spinning attraction that will dazzle younger and older guests alike, and also includes an indoor interactive play area. Next up is the Barnstormer, a junior coaster featuring Goofy as a famous stuntman, the Great Goofini. It's a nice little coaster and a great way to introduce younger kids to thrilling rides. Next door is the Fantasyland station for the Walt Disney Railroad that can take you straight back to Main Street USA or Frontierland. Also in the Storybook Circus, you can meet Donald and Daisy Duck, Goofy and Minnie at Pete's Silly Slideshow, and younger guests will love playing at the special wet play area, Casey Jr. Splash and Soak Station. And check out the merchandise location called Big Top Souvenirs, where you can grab a special free map and sticker pack to help you find all of the 8 Smell-a-Phants on parade that are all uniquely designed and have different aromas. It's now time to move on to the final land in Magic Kingdom, the amazing Tomorrowland. You will first come to the Tomorrowland Speedway, where you can drive your very own miniature gas-powered car around a unique track. You will be able to see parts of Storybook Circus and Tomorrowland along this amazing course, making it perfect for younger guests that want to experience driving for the first time. Next is the rocket spinner attraction Astro Orbiter, that takes center stage in the land and will take guests on an out-of-this-world experience that also gives amazing views of Tomorrowland. Beneath this is our next attraction, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. This is a 10-minute elevated train ride that gives you an awesome perspective of the park. Along the ride, you will see plenty of incredible dioramas, including the original Walt Disney model of EPCOT, as well as the inside of some of the attractions in the land, like Space Mountain and Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. This ride can often be overlooked as it usually doesn't have a long wait time, but is definitely a hidden gem for Disney Park fans. We now come to Tron Light Cycle Run, the steel-based launch roller coaster themed on the sci-fi film Tron Legacy that includes a cool sleek design and motorcycle-styled ride cars. Join the grid as you take a high-speed launch straight outside before heading back into a battle with other riders on this exciting attraction. Even though there are no inversions, this is still the most thrilling ride in the park and is a must for any coaster fans. From one coaster to another, the amazing Space Mountain is of course the classic indoor roller coaster that is a great atmospheric experience that takes you on an intergalactic journey. It features 2 different tracks that actually mirror each other, and most of the ride is in almost pitch darkness, so you can never tell which way you are going, making it a very exciting adventure. Right next door is Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress, which was originally designed for the 1964 World's Fair before being added to Magic Kingdom in 1975. To say that this is a classic Walt Disney attraction would be an understatement. Set in a rotating theater, it shows you the development of technology throughout the years, with the use of a family of amazing audio animatronics that are still as impressive today as they were 60 years ago. Make sure you check out this amazing show. Next, we have Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, the shooting dark ride that lets you compete with your family and friends to get the highest score, as you help Buzz Lightyear take on the evil Emperor Zurg. Although the ride is now over 25 years old, it is still very popular and enjoyable for all the family. Our final attraction in Tomorrowland is the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, the fun show that uses audience interaction to create some family-friendly laughs. The show utilizes digital puppetry technology, which uses live actors behind a large digital screen. This means that each show is very unique and will have all the family in stitches. There's also plenty of live entertainment and nighttime spectaculars that can be viewed throughout the park. First up is the Disney Adventure Friends Cavalcade, which has lots of characters including Miguel from Coco, Mirabelle and Bruno from Encanto, and plenty more. It follows the regular parade route starting in Frontierland, passing through Liberty Square, before heading down Main Street, USA. So there's lots of areas to catch this great show. Next up is the fantastic Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade that features 7 amazing floats celebrating all things Fantasyland. Look out for Peter Pan, Sleeping Beauty, Tangled, plus a host of other princesses, and of course Mickey and Friends. With an original soundtrack and other amazing special effects, you won't want to miss this one. Also joining the parade lineup is the brand new Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away. This magical nighttime parade will be brought to life by the Blue Fairy and will celebrate characters from Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen and more. Expect this wonderful parade to debut in summer 2025. Finally, we have the popular nighttime extravaganza, Happily Ever After. This show features dazzling fireworks, beloved Disney music, and immersive projection effects on the Cinderella Castle, as it transforms along with the show. Expect to see and hear all your favorite Disney characters and songs in this amazing show that is the perfect way to wrap up your spectacular day at Magic Kingdom. So that wraps up all the current rides, shows and attractions in the Magic Kingdom. But before we go, lots of exciting announcements were made at the 2024 D23 Expo, with many awesome additions coming to Walt Disney World, especially Magic Kingdom. As I mentioned before, an all-new Pirates of the Caribbean based tavern will be opening in 2025, where you'll be able to choose from a selection of food and drinks as you join other pirates in this fun themed bar. We also learned details for what will be coming beyond Big Thunder Mountain. In a reimagined section of Frontierland, a whole new area based on Pixar's Cars will be replacing Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer's Island. There will be 2 attractions in this new Frontier area, with the first taking you on a thrilling rally race through the mountains. The other attraction will be aimed at younger guests and looks to be similar to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree over in Disney's California Adventure. Although it is replacing an important piece of Disney Parks history, this looks like another great addition to the Magic Kingdom. This land will begin construction in 2025. It was also revealed that an all-new Villains-based land will be located behind the Haunted Mansion and Big Thunder Mountain. Teased before, this now confirmed area will feature 2 attractions and a chance to meet all your favorite infamous villains. This will be the largest expansion the Magic Kingdom has ever completed, and means there is lots to look forward to over the next few years. So that now completes all of the attractions found at the 4 parks of Walt Disney World. There is still so much more to discover, including 2 water parks, the shopping, dining and entertainment district called Disney Springs, as well as more than 20 different resort hotels. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to help support the channel, then consider subscribing for free or joining as a member for exclusive videos, early access to my main content, and other exciting perks. If you want to know more about other experiences at Walt Disney World or the amazing dining locations within the parks, then check out these guide videos here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Theme Park 101.